what is up, y'all? Hopefully, y'all can see me at this point. Hopefully, I'm not starting too soon before it loaded. Well, it's Thursday. Y'all know what it is. On Thursdays, we got the podcast going on. I got a few of my team members in here, and we got a special guest, Domo, with us tonight. Man, this guy is cool as shit. Met him a few months back ago at Nashville. Super cool dude, super awesome team, and these boys got some skill. We played them. I think actually we played y'all or B did played y'all the fourth?
Last time.
Yeah, last tournament. They got some heat. They are on the rise very quickly. Um, so I figure I'd jump back, pick up one of these guys, man, and just ask him some questions. So y'all can get to know him. We can shoot the shit with the homies. Y'all know how we do. But yeah, man, I got Domo with you. Let me switch this screen, and I'm gonna kind of hand it over to you, man. Just if you could tell me who you are, where you're from, kind of the basic little stuff, and then we'll kind of go from there if that's cool.
Okay. Well, guys, my name is Domo. I am from East Nashville. I am a Nashville native. I grew up in East Nashville and spent the majority of my life in Nashville before moving to Clarksville. So I guess I'm not a Nashvilleian anymore. But I run Str8Airsoft. Str8Airsoft is a YouTube channel that I started about 6 months ago to educate people coming into airsoft like me on new stuff. When I started playing airsoft, I didn't know what to do, and I didn't know what I was buying. I just thought it was super cool. I learned a lot from you guys, and I went and searched YouTube for airsoft, and the first person I saw was Steve.
Hey, that's good.
So,
That's good to know.
yeah. So I immediately was like, oh, watching the snapshot videos and oh, this is how you train the gun in your hand. And I was immediately, like swept up by it. I was like, okay, I really need to pay attention to what's going on because these guys are serious. So, I started Str8Airsoft to help people like me. I wanted to explain and share the journey that I am currently going through, as I've only been playing months now. I also played Speed QB for a team named Lethal in Nashville. Like you said, we're a new team. We participated in the November tournament? Was it November tournament? And I think we placed 5th place in the November tournament. Maybe about 14 teams. It was our first tournament, great experience, loved it, had a ball, can't wait to play again. And man, airsoft is in me now, man. It's in my blood now, bro. It's in me now, so I'm here, man.
That's good, man. I can see your passion, bro. I can see it on you. I can see it makes you smile. We're the same way, man. There's just something about it. Not just chilling with the homies and stuff, but just, I feel at home when I'm playing. It's all my problems, everything I got going on it's gone. I'm not worried about it. I'm in the moment of playing. I'm just looking to shoot somebody. Not to hurt them, but just to shoot them, man. Just to have fun. And,
You can shoot them. You can.
I'm
No,
If
every time I've seen you in Nashville, man, you've been nothing but smiles. You've been happy every time.
and
Yeah,
that good vibe,
that's how it
man, is
goes.
what we love. So,
Go ahead, Steve.
you can go. Whoever can go.
Oh no, I was gonna say no. It's just I remember our first conversation off to the side. I was walking through, and you just kind of pulled me over, like, "Hey, you Leo?" And I was like, "Yeah." And we just had I remember our first conversation. How you were excited to actually get into it because your boy was into it, and then you seen how it went down. And it was like, "Yeah, I gotta get me a part of it."
Mm-hmm. Right. That's right, man. Airsoft makes me happy, bro. Like,
As it's supposed to.
Man, like, I don't see how people are angry or, anything other than happy when they set foot across the barrier of an airsoft field or a store or anything. Like I love airsoft. It's crazy, man. Some people say, "Oh, this is an infatuation," or what do they say? How you get a thing and you like, you digging on it, and I'm like, no, this is probably my first real hobby.
Yeah.
Because I'm from East Nashville, so our hobbies are different. Boom, bam, boom, boom. So
Right.
it's my first real hobby. It helped me to stop smoking cigarettes.
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
It's awesome.
I don't want to be around people smelling like cigarette. I've been smoking cigarettes probably since I was a kid, man, and it was not okay. I recently stopped a year ago, and airsoft keeps me going. I love airsoft. Airsoft is probably one of the best things people could try if they ever do want to do something. You want to live, go get burned up.
Facts.
You know what I'm saying? You want to know you're alive, go run across the middle of that flow.
That's facts.
That is true.
Yeah.
So, what's your? Have you played any Milsim type styles, or are you just playing just indoors and stuff? I mean, I know Nashville's your home field more or less. So, I mean, what about CartCon and stuff like that? Did you get into that?
Well, I'll say that I want to go and play outside. I've never played outside.
No shit.
Oh.
I have to play. Go ahead.
No. His first time outside was supposed to be with us at our 8-year, but it rained, and so he didn't come out.
I messaged him. I was like, man, you can still come.
And that's what they said. You can still come. I was like, we're gonna play in the rain, y'all.
I was like, yeah.
Yeah, we play in the rain.
But I do. I think I asked Steve the other day since I switched over to HPA. A couple years like, no, you need no. Hey, man, you feel me? So since I swapped over to HPA, I asked Steve how the air system works there. You guys are maybe about 20 minutes away from Clarksville. Is that right?
Us?
No, we're about an hour and a half.
Yeah, from Clarksville.
Serious?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, that still ain't good.
I mean, every time we come to Nashville, it's a hard 2-hour drive. We don't hit no traffic or no problem. We can be from our meeting point. We got a rally point in Paducah that we always meet when we come to Nashville. And when we leave the rally point heading to Nashville, if there's no problems, we make it in about 2 hours. That's after we got snacks and gas, obviously, because we got to have the road fuel. But once we get all that, it's about 2 hours.
Gotta hit the gas.
Yeah.
They are so dedicated.
And then cook out on the way home.
That's right.
Yo. Oh
Pardon
my
me,
gosh.
You got to have the cookout.
Man, y'all are so dedicated. Listen, y'all are one of those teams. Like that Revelation came to play. I missed the SYG tournament. I missed so much, y'all. I didn't know I missed all of this stuff. I was like, darn, I didn't know all of this happened. I'm playing airsoft.
SYG tournament was cool. That was like.
I'm 22. What do you guys see 2022 bringing PBZ?
A lot of time on the road.
A lot of time on the road.
A lot of time.
A lot
on
of
the
extra
road.
miles on my truck.
I mean, we know we're jumping off in the first of the year right off the muscle, hitting up the Martinsville Shot Zone tournament coming up. Don't know how many teams there's going to be there yet, but hopefully, man, I'd like to see y'all get up there. I don't know how far it is from y'all. It's like 4 hours from us. We're going this Saturday again. But hopefully Nashville does the same thing, month-to-month tournament. If so, I'm willing to bet that probably A and B will probably still be coming every month. We like playing Nashville. We've had our hiccups with Nashville. Things we haven't liked about it, but for the majority of the times we've been, it's pretty great. I'd like to personally hit up SS this year or this upcoming year. I've heard a lot about it. I'd like to go there. A lot of people are wanting us to go to Hellbound. We've heard that one several times. It's a few hours from us, north of us, I believe. CartCon we have to hit. We was there last year, I think February or March, something like that. Or no,
Yeah.
I'm sorry, not last year. This year. It seems like 2022 already. There's just gonna be a lot of road stuff. I mean, we got a whole new look. I mean, that's what we put out there on the podcast last week. We got new jerseys coming. We got a whole new look. So we ain't gonna be the black and green team no more. We got a little bit of change. We've had a few new we've had team members switch out since we started from A and B. But I think all of us are pretty dedicated for 2022. PBZ is gonna we're gonna try to put our name on the map even more as best we can, and just go hard, be a monsters. That's our motto. That's what we're gonna go with. So
I've been keeping my eye out, trying to swing us a bus that'll haul both teams. I ain't found nothing that suits me yet.
have a little PBZ tour bus going on.
I wish we could. I'm trying.
Y'all got a kids team too, though, don't you?
We got it ain't our team. It's a team of more upcoming kids that play out of ACS. They're usually the kids that really good little players. Most of them they're just too young to kind of ride. Most of us are grown. We're all adults except I think 2.
Yeah, I think y'all had 2 younger ones.
I think 2 is the only ones that's kind of underage.
2 minors on B.
Yeah. Well, no, we got 1 on A. We got. Oh yeah,
that's right.
Josh. So we got 3. Josh, Bobby, and TJ are all underage. So.
Yep.
But PKZ is they're not us. They're just another team from our area. So I don't know. Maybe over time we'll recruit players from there if we can. Hell, maybe they'll recruit us one day. But yeah, other than that, we really don't have any Speaky B teams here. We're like the main one here in Paducah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I know you guys are about the only team that I know from Kentucky. And I know that you guys run with, I think I've met a couple of the PKZ kids.
Right.
Asheville with you. So that's why I was under the assumption that you guys had a step-up program or a grandfathering program.
That's almost what it would seem.
Yeah, because we kind of, like he was saying, they're too young to kind of rally with us all the time or got school or growing something on. And so we just kind of we seen the potential they had and just forced them all in one group. And yeah, pretty much just threw them all in one ball together and just go play.
If we ever get to the point where we got a facility that we can practice at, I'm sure we would start bringing those kids together and mentoring them and trying to foster them as a team. So they're not necessarily a team of ours, but I would love to if we had somewhere where we could practice it reasonably close. We would absolutely take those guys and try to and mentor them and try to mold them into a team.
Yeah.
Right.
Which we've got a guy that's worked with us that's helped us out a ton, who used to play paintball, and he's helped us a ton, teaching us some of the pointers.
I get that from y'all, that leadership and that family orient. I get that from y'all really big. It's powerful to see y'all either in the game room, in the pregame room, or on the field. Playing it's that way. So that's why I asked. I didn't know that.
We are. We're a big ass family. Not only just a team. We all clown with each other. We talk to each other daily. These are all my brothers.
Right.
I was gonna say, yeah. Well, before we even became, I guess, an official team, there was what, a year? No, most of us been playing together for more than a year. As just on the field. We became homies by shooting each other, and then we would target each other, and after that, just became straight out homies.
Yeah.
And that was it.
Right. 2 of them are my actual children. 2 of them are my natural children. The rest of them are all my kids. They all call me Pop.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
That's it.
So
that's how it went.
Man, so you got 2 that play with us, that play on y'all team?
Yeah, 2 of them are my sons. Yeah.
How was that?
It's good. One of them's on my team, and one of them's on B, and one of them's on A. And it's good, man. My boys are the ones that got me into playing. Puddin' or Bobby, his jersey says Builder, but we call it Pudding. He's the one that actually got me and Mason, which Spiffy is Mason. He's the one that Bobby got both of us into playing, and then we just both hooked. And so it's great. I get to spend time with both my kids every time we go play, and it's a ball.
I love that.
Yeah, it's good group of dudes. I'm honored to play with them. Honored to be homies with all of them. I mean, I hang with Esmond all the time. We live 5 minutes from each other. It's nothing for him to be sitting over here with me or something. Very easy.
Or just I'd be like, hey, I'm going somewhere. You want to come with me? Yeah, just 5 minutes on the way.
That's right.
So let me ask you the same question. You asked where PBZ would be. What our plans was. Well, let me bounce back the same question. What's your plans with your team, and like more, where do you see your team going, and maybe what plans do you have or want to achieve in 2022?
So, what I want to do with Lethal is to rename the ethics of Airsoft in Nashville. Airsoft is aggressive, and it's not very welcoming to females. It's not very welcoming to younger kids unless you're a hard body or a hard head. I see Airsoft as being very educational, in several different ways, not only firearms and firearm safety. I see Airsoft being able to teach people, how to protect themselves, how to think like a regular person, use your common sense and rational, I see so much that can come from Airsoft. In 2022, I want to, travel and experience other teams. I want to experience more environments. We are planning to participate in that inaugural tournament at Shot Zone.
Hell yeah.
We're together now. That'll be our first big, trip. As this last tournament was our first big tournament. So we're moving so fast. I'm excited because I'm used to it. You know what I mean? I got a great group of guys, and when I tell you, it's like it was the timing. It was just timing. You know what I'm saying? I got a great group of guys. Integrity is through the roof. Character is through the roof. They match me. Get some people who match you. You're like, hey, you match. You know?
Yeah.
Right. So I can turn around and leave. I know it'll still be there because they're gonna treat it like it's theirs. You know what I'm saying? They're gonna hold it down like that. So, when you got those things together, I kind of see us, contending with y'all a whole lot. I see us contending with a whole lot. You understand? And we gonna be there well. Man, most definitely, man. Yeah.
It's super exciting. I know for me, man, I've liked sitting here watching. I mean, I follow so many people on Instagram, and I talk to a lot of people. A lot of people hit me up, and it's so cool to sit here and watch. Like, I watch people's pages grow, or their channel, on Instagram and stuff like that, and then like them progress, like from. Because I remember when I first started, I came out with like the kind of the well, I ain't gonna say milsome, but kind of came out with that vibe, like a lot of people do, like the camo stuff and things like that. And it's kind of cool just to sit back and watch people, especially some of the kids, especially the PKZ kids. I could think of some serious emphasis because a lot of them been playing for a while, but just to watch them kind of grow and where they've like progressed so much more, and then like some of them are a threat now. Like we really gotta watch for them on the field.
Right.
It's cool to watch the skill levels and stuff grow. And it's really it's a big buddy system. Like it really is. You learn like those those things you learn of people, having to trust in your, who's got your back. You're watching this door, I'm watching this door. I mean, yeah, it's airsoft. But at the same time, you're learning trust things and communication and, just learning to interact with a lot of people. It's just really interesting, man. Airsoft is a blessing. It really is to a lot of us, and it's really nice to do. But I'm excited about watching your team. Like I'm super pumped about watching y'all, see how it goes. Very interested in playing y'all because no matter what, man, we play a lot of people, and then we're still homies when we get off the field. It's all crunch time of business when the horn blows. But when we come off the field, man, it's sometimes we've had animosity with people, and that's gonna happen sometimes. But we try not to take it too far. But man, genuinely, 99% of the time we try to vibe with everyone. We ain't worried about who comes out on top, who don't. It's just, man, we just gonna vibe with each other. I seen a few people in the comments, so he stepped off. Houdini, I see you in there, man. Christian, I see you in there. I appreciate you always coming back and hollering at us. You are a faithful watcher as well. Should be all in there. I see Smoke in there. Constantine. Let's see if there's any questions. Chief, I know we was about a minute late. We always start at 7:03. Well, we tried to. I think we started at 7:04 tonight. So, but that's our style, man. We're consistently inconsistent. Ethan, I seen you in there. You said hi. We said what's up.
We should get that as a patch too. Consistently inconsistent.
Consistently inconsistent.
Really inconsistent.
Yeah. I should get that as a sticker and put it on my toolbox.
We still
Get
need
us a
to.
patch that says 703.
7. Somebody go like, "Where's that area code? Where y'all from?" Like, like, nah, bro. It's something underlying joke, Predator, I see you in there. What's up, Phil? Glad to have you back. You always here with us. Christian's in there repping lethal with you.
Man, I'm sorry, y'all.
Oh, you're good, bro. You're good, man. You are all right. Sometimes we gotta run off. Speaking of
It'd
PJ,
be like, but you say Christian's in here. What's up? What's up, my people? I know my people's
yeah, there's a few of them in here.
people's in here. What's up, my people? I can't see you, but I know you're here. But yeah, man, 2022, I'm excited. I am, man. I'm kind of just scratching the surface of HPA. I'm not too excited to build a Polar Star or something like that. Not yet. I'm just having fun with the pistols, I don't know if you guys saw. I got a pistol built by a guy in Upper New York and New Jersey named ODB. He built a pistol called the Deku, and it should be here pretty soon. It's a special build. I'm excited for that. Like, this is the stuff Airsoft does. You know what I'm saying? Like, where do they do that kind of stuff at, y'all? Like, I've been into sneakers, music banging in your car. We done had all kind of, hobbies and little things. Man, Airsoft is the truth.
Facts.
Like,
Yeah.
man,
Yeah,
Airsoft.
Always waiting on a shipment of some kind or something, just eager. We've all said that, like, man, I'm done with my gun. No, he ain't. Quit lying. You capping
You
right
done?
now when you say you done with it. There's gonna be
Yeah.
something else, some other grip, some other rail, something.
No, whatever you say, you're done.
I'm done with my gun. I ain't doing nothing else to it except polishing the barrel.
All right, the next
No.
podcast, as soon as I see him change something, I'm gonna put him on blast on a podcast.
Nah, whenever we say that, we mean we done for that month.
Yeah,
But that's
basically.
I'm fixing to start selling airsoft guns. I got too many.
Should donate them.
I've done that.
Donate them.
I just got.
And that was making straight airsoft, because I went into airsoft with two of my young sons, At the time, he was what 13 and 10, 13 and 9, and my 9-year-old didn't like it. I couldn't find a gun that was light enough for him. You know what I'm saying? That I got him polymer. I tried. It's just too heavy. I don't want to do it. I don't like it. I'm like, okay, I'm not gonna make you do it. And my 13-year, well, let me tell you, he's 15. Ooh, yeah, that just happened.
Yeah, girl.
Just happened to me right there, y'all. So, um, he loves it. He loves it, but supporting both of those, y'all know I was up like 35 that first month, just learning, trying to buy the right thing to be able to contend in open play, or to be protected from the BBs. You know what I mean? Like, just learning different stuff. Like, I didn't have the right mask to start off with. I didn't have, the right. I didn't know what to do. So what I did was I tried to document the guns that I bought, and hopefully, it helps some people.
Right.
And now that I'm into speed, I really don't know how to just convert over. I don't know if I should keep doing unboxings and stuff like that to help people, or teach them about speed QB like I'm learning about speed.
Well, you're always welcome to take anything that I put out there and put a twist to it and put your own stuff to it, man. I'm not bothered by it at all. So if you learn to peek and do things better, you got a better way to show. Hell, I'll watch it. Like, I'll check it out. I might learn something from you. Anything like that, man. You're more than welcome to take it off my video.
And there's always a different point of view that somebody else can bring up that somebody else might have missed, but you can see and you can bring it out to people. Or like he said, you can bring your own twist to it.
Right.
I know I haven't dropped any much video on peeking or gun builds or stuff like that. I need to. I mostly just pop out gameplay and stuff like that. I need to bring it out. I've been slacking, but 2022, that's for sure. Like, it's up on my wall of goals need to be done of gun builds, my gun builds, what I got going on, and just little different stuff like that.
I usually get asked questions where I got something, so I'm kind of like, I just post a video of it, like, this is what it is, here's a link, you know what I mean? Like, it's just an easy way to kind of tell everyone at the same time that at least knows me or happens to watch. I like making YouTube videos, man. I've been doing it 13 months consistently, almost 14 months, which I wish I'd been doing it a little longer, but you'll learn as you go, man. For everybody, like, that's the practice thing. I look back at some of mine originally a year ago, and I'm just like, that looks disgusting. Like, why did I say that? Like, why did it look like that? Like, why did you post that, Steve? But then you just learn to just put your own twist to things, like make things, and it's usually just kind of getting seen out there. And sometimes, man, people holler at me and I don't know who they are, like I don't, and which it feels cool. It feels really good when somebody says something to me and it's like knows me, and I'm just like, I have no idea who you are. I feel like an asshole. But it does feel cool though when people's like, I sub to your channel or I watch your channel or something like that. And I'm at a low number, man. I'm just shy of 600, but 600 to me is remarkable. Cause
the modest guy.
No, well, I mean, it's cool, man, because it's like I said, man, it's I didn't expect to hit 100. You know what I'm saying? Like, I thought it was just gonna be like me and the homies, like, hey, this was our game, like, and it's kind of I'm trying to get it to grow into something else, and I like watching that. I wish everybody recorded with a GoPro and just like, man, post it out there, man, put your content out there, like those shots, those badass shots.
I wish everybody put a GoPro on too, because that's just one more thing to shoot at.
That's true. Yeah, thanks, B. Like, yeah, that's. I mean, I'm very interested in watching all of it, man. Any content people put out there like that, I want to see this stuff grow, man. I mean, I ain't trying to hop on D's, rhyme too much, but this is for the culture, Like, I mean, I want to watch it grow over here on the East Coast like it does on the West Coast. I really want to see it. I think we will. I think we genuinely will.
I know I'm catching on to the whole West Coast vibe, but I see that here too. I know recently the East Coast Speed QB group has grown, and it a lot. And please emphasize, East Coast Speed QB actually consists of Southern and Midwest teams.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Because we don't have a home to go to.
Agreed.
So, you know what I'm saying? If anything, you would say Florida and Tennessee is South. You know what I'm saying? But, we bang in the Speed QB groups with y'all. The East Coast groups with y'all because of that. And I really still don't understand, why. But I would also like to go to Ohio where Nebula is from. I didn't know they were from Ohio.
Mm-hmm.
Cool, too. I want to hit their community as well.
Ohio seems to be just a few people come out of Ohio. There's a couple on my Instagram.
Before we got on the podcast, I kind of looked on Airsoft maps just to kind of see where teams were and stuff like that. And I was telling them we kind of have, besides California on their side, we have more fields in a closer area than the West Coast.
Right.
Or East Coast.
Well, we're growing.
You know what I mean.
Yeah.
But yeah.
West Coast.
Huh?
More
West
fields
Coast.
than they do on the West Coast. So we got them grouped in more than
On
they
the
do
West
on
Coast.
the West Coast.
Yes.
Okay. So
Really?
So those that go to Tac City and stuff like that. I know they got North Cal and South Cal or stuff like that. But
if you look at it, California has more airsoft fields packed into California than the other states in the West Coast. We have them
a little bit more spread out.
More spread out, but we have more of them spread out through the East Coast, but there's still more of them. They have all theirs just in Cali.
That's
Okay,
right.
that makes sense. They got a lot of people there, though, too.
Yeah, I think I said how many teams were in Cali alone?
Right,
Oh, it was a lot. Like 200 and something?
Yeah, it was on the map, on the sign up thing alone, it said it was 259, 260. Something like that, 260-ish.
Teams?
Yeah.
Son of
Yeah,
a bitch.
just in Cali.
What are we maybe?
No, we're 35.
I was about to say that number. I was going to say
30,
total, and
30.
that's me thinking of from
No, in Kentucky alone, it's 35, 36.
Damn.
And
I
most
was
of those
way off. Somebody asked me yesterday. I was just like,
Does they Speed and Mill Sim groups?
Yeah.
oh,
So I was
shit. I was thinking more on Speed, Speedy Boys.
Speed Boys, it might be a
6.
10 to 16 number.
Well,
You might take a pass
at
that.
22, 25, I think it was. And I was thinking of from Miami up to HDK, kind of in that area. I was just thinking of the whole belt like that. And that's the only ones I know of, though.
No, Miami, Florida area has another 135 on their own.
Shit, then yeah, I wouldn't. Yeah, that's. I don't know.
That's
about Florida.
I will say one of the things I'm looking forward to in 2022 is at least a couple times rolling up to some different fields, or even maybe like CarCon, but rolling deep with our PBZ team and any of the other teams that want to roll with us, even our guys that don't play Speed QB. But I want to try some other fields this year too.
Yeah.
I mean, I want to go back to CartCon at least once. I mean, you guys remember when we went last year? We had 15 of us, and we cooked out and we played all day. Man, that was so much fun. Even though it wasn't a tournament, we had a blast, and I'd like to do that. I want to, like Steve said, I want to go down to SS in Atlanta. But I think it'd be awesome if we could get 4 or 5 of the other teams that we run with to go to Atlanta the same time we do. So we just invade, you know what I mean? We take both PBZ teams, take Lethal, get Praetorian to go with us, maybe even get Rev to make the trip, but get a bunch of us to go to SS all at the same time and hit their tournament one weekend and just, bring 100 extra people with us.
Tear the club up! Tear the club up!
All right, so real quick, Ethan popped out and said HPA is banned in Miami. For y'all who don't, yeah.
I'm not knowing it.
Yeah. So all right. So certain fields and certain areas have completely just done away with HPA. So before y'all start, like anyone listening, before y'all just start traveling, look into the fields that are you're planning on going to.
Why? Why would they do? I mean, what's the reasoning behind that?
There's no
Now-
good reasoning.
I mean, yeah, there is no good
People
reason.
abuse
There's
the
not. I
system.
mean, it drives me nuts when I get it sometimes when people are just like lack the understanding of it. I get it, but like genuinely, I don't understand why most people are like worried. Like those guys are just, or those kids that are just like, oh, he has HPA. Bubba, I'm shooting, might be shooting less than you're shooting with your AEG. Or, you know what I mean? Like I might,
Right.
you might be shooting
Um,
faster or harder than I am right now.
Man, I don't get it. And I've had some AEGs. You know, I'll put my ACR AEG up against anybody's. I can make that thing shoot any FPS. I've got all the springs. I can shoot anywhere from 1.1 to 1.8, and it's as accurate as anything. The main reason why I shoot HPA is just, for me, it's simplicity.
Yeah.
yeah.
You know, I don't have to clean the gun. I don't have nearly as many problems now. I don't have to worry about batteries, but I'm kind of an HPA elitist because I'm running Redline. So all you little Polar Star boys with your FCUs and all your batteries, I just run straight air because that's the way it ought to be done.
That's right.
I
Yeah.
can agree with that.
But now, to my understanding, the reason Miami Airsoft got done with HPA, I've heard two stories. One is it's harder to get functioning HPA system setups in Miami for city rule reasons. If that's for sure, I don't know. If I'm wrong, please correct me.
What kind of reasons?
Like how we get our air, it's harder for them to get air in a building for fire marshal reasons, is what I was understood in Miami.
I would think it'd be easier to get it, being you're on the coast of the the water. There's so many probably scuba places around there. It's unreal. That you can probably get air.
Like I said,
I'm plus. Wait a minute. Ethan said it sucks too because the industry standpoint is so much business they are losing. Yeah, I agree. A lot of people are gonna lose business on that on HPA. I mean, HPA is like just the newer of technology. I mean, people are just gonna embrace it. I mean, AEG has some hella technology too. Astras and Titans and yada yada. I mean, I'm not an AEG guy, but I agree. There are some. You can make an AEG pretty badass. But I like what Brian said, the simplicity to it. Just plug and go.
I mean, you look at it, like you said, simplicity. You look at it this way: if you really mess something up on the HPA, at most you're spending $60 to $75 to get it replaced, and it's back to working like it was before. Simple as that.
So annoying.
You know, yeah, except for Illinois, but you know about that. But you know, you burn something out on like an AEG, depending on what it is, you're busting out at least maybe $100 bill, depending on what it is, and you're also probably gonna wait for whatever it is you're getting. Like if you're getting the Astrid, I know for a time being, ACS couldn't get an Astrid for like months, and it was just straight waiting to get an Astrid. You know, you mess up teeth, that means you got to get back in the gearbox, get new teeth, reshim it, and it's just that's time that you're gonna have to sit there and consume, reshimming the gearbox because it's new teeth, new gears. Then by the time you're in there, you might want something new just because it's already messed up. That means you have to change everything out. You know, change some parts out, test everything.
Majority of people are paying people to do this though.
Exactly.
Fans are out the roof, you know, and
yeah, and that's what makes Polar Stars or not necessarily Polar Star, but like an HPA engine so much simpler. I mean, just literally drop it in the box, hook a couple things up, and it's good. Just plug your airline in, and you ain't got to worry about gears and teeth breaking and your piston, teeth breaking, and no compression. And I just like it better.
I will say I've tore apart a lot of AEGs, and I finally have gotten Puddin where he can do it himself. And Puddin took the time to learn how to shim a gearbox right. So He's put his own. I've got him. That's Bobby, my youngest son. He can put his own gearbox together, and he's taking the time. It took him like an hour and a half to shim his last one, but he shimmed it perfectly. And you can make an AEG shoot spot on, man, and it can be quiet and shoot great, but it takes a lot of time investment. Whereas you spend a couple $100 or 300 or 400 and buy an engine and slap it in a gearbox, and you got a functioning HPA and a lot less time.
Yeah. I think we've done it before. Like, I think a buddy of ours has bought, literally, beginning of the day, as soon as the doors open, bought an HPA, and I think like an hour later we had him up and shooting.
Oh yeah, I can put a jack or a F2 or a redline in one in 30 minutes and have it shoot no problem.
So you said you haven't shoot any HPA. Now I know, I mean you shoot high kappa, but I seen your video, bro. I seen your shotgun. All right. So you're kind of in that level with it. You ain't got an engine in there yet, but overall, what do you think about using a hose and stuff like that in a tank? I mean, I know that's a lot of reason people are like, I don't want to be on a tank. I don't want to carry a tank on my back, things like that. Which was that a hindrance for you at all, or was
Honestly, I wouldn't call it a hindrance because I just wanted to play, and I was gonna play regardless. If I had to throw BBs at something, I was. So I didn't care what I had to do, but like I was saying, like my AEG went down, and it cut my MOSFET in half, and I didn't pay over $200 for the gun. So what was I gonna pay $75 for a MOSFET or $150 for a type? And I didn't pay that for the gun. You know what I mean? What am I doing? And I'd say the tap and the hose can hinder you, but you don't move that much. If that makes any sense, you don't move enough. That 36 is enough. A 42-inch line is too much. You know, that's a lot of line.
Alfred Brown.
You know?
He damn near you too.
He can't play with a 36-inch line. If I play with a pistol, I have to hook a 42 to a 36.
That's what I'm saying, Pops. You
boy.
The average guy, you know what I'm saying? But, you know, like to the average person that doesn't know, you know what I'm saying? Like, you're thinking you got to do this or you got to do that. Like, it's not that hard. It's not that simple. I mean, it's not that hard. And like you said, you can probably slap a motor in it in 30 minutes and be on and running. You know what I mean? That is more expensive. I have to buy air 3-4 times. You know what I'm saying? I have to, you know, get my tank hydro tested every 5 years. You know, all this other stuff. Taps and hoses and fittings and all of this stuff, you know, that comes with it. Lubrication and maintenance, you know what I mean? It's worth it. You know, I'll say it's worth it. Y'all were trying to get me to go HPA a while ago.
Yeah. I mean,
maybe
it
like
is.
month in, they're like, hey, you want to go HPA? You should HPA. You know, like, what is HPA? How much is it supposed to be? So,
like, yeah, I don't know. I guess because we did the same thing to Steve. Steve was the AEG guy. Then a buddy of ours let him run his HPA ARP9, and like immediately that time, like that's all it took.
A week later, I had an HPA. The following week, I went,
And it's just, the immediate brunt of it all. It's expensive. It is. Like it is expensive as all get out. The first time you get into it.
Yeah.
But after you get off that initial hump, oh yeah, you're downhill.
My first HPA ate me out of house and home, dog. But my first HPA was before we had a source for air, and it was an LNG.
I got to tell you.
And I was going through 2,500 rounds in a tank of air every game.
Yeah, it's.
I
used to go
remember
through
that.
that hell a lot. Mine's got a lot better though, but HPA generally is just. Yeah, Danny let me use his ARP9 because mine broke. I just had that Titan put in it and stuff, and I let ACS work on it. and I got it back, and it did it again. So that was all it took. As soon as Danny let me borrow that, I fell in love. I immediately went and got Jack and got all that and got it the next week, and then used his tank. I think that weekend or two until I got a new tank in, and that's all it took. Like I was in there, and I won't go. Well, I mean, I ain't gonna say I won't. Well, excuse me, I won't go back to an AEG like from HPA. If I had an AEG, yeah, I'd still play with it and stuff. Like I'm still wanting to build one, but there's no way I'd like switch back. And like,
well, and we've got a couple AAG guns that we have for backup guns for tournaments, and that's a great thing to have. I think every team should have an M4 AEG that is your backup gun for your team. If you don't have one, your team needs to pull together and buy one. I would recommend the SSG-1. That's what we got. Me and Mason went out and bought an SSG-1, and we've got it set up. We always chrono it. It's always our backup gun, and we have almost had somebody use it every single tournament. We've had to have somebody use that backup gun.
Yeah, that was me last tournament. I'm not even gonna lie.
That was me the tournament before.
We had an incident where we ran out of air this past tournament, and I had to resort to using my son's AEG that I keep in the trunk. You know, the extra, like you said, I had to use his Lance Attack with no tracer unit, no flashlight.
Were you talking about at Nashville?
Yeah, in Nashville, we ran out of air.
Don't run out of air. Come see me.
yeah,
Man, I know now.
We're not gonna be at a tournament to run out of air. I'll tell you that. We're not gonna run out of air at a tournament.
We bring our own air
Not
everywhere
us.
we go.
I know better now. That was like I said, that was my first tournament. Playing with our team, B with HPA. Shout out to Christian, man. Christian got me through there because my gun went down 2 weeks before the tournament, and it just went down out of nowhere. I'm headed to open play, and it's over. So when I get to open play, it was like the week before the purge. You know, they didn't do anything for the purge week, and after the purge week was the tournament. So I had nothing to do, and I didn't know what to do. And the guys put me together a regulator and a line and a tap, and I just used my handgun, man. They put it together for me, and we went in and made magic that night. You know what I'm saying? Man, shout out to my team, man. Shout out to the guys, man. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to Team Lethal, man. Yeah, man. I love it. Y'all can hear me smiling.
Okay.
I love it.
I'm gonna grab a refill. I'll be right back.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Okay.
So,
Oh goodness. Another experience.
I went through about everything.
Yeah, I had to use that SSU on the last tournament I was in.
Dude. And see, the thing that what happened with me, it wasn't even an air situation. It was that my battery had died, and it
You don't have an extra?
I had an extra. It had died. So now I realize I'm gonna have to have either 3 batteries for the gun, or just not play with that gun before the during open play before everything, and just like leave it to the side. I don't know what I'm gonna do.
I'm telling you, the Gorilla SU just murders batteries.
Yeah, no. If you get a Gorilla FCU, you're gonna need about 4 batteries just for the gun alone.
Yes, if you plan on playing with it all day,
Yeah, because
or just keep the other ones on charge. Just keep charging them throughout the day.
Yeah, because it chews batteries.
Things are 7.4s with it.
Mike asked, do they have new plans for the air at Nashville? I don't know nothing about that. I've never got air from Nashville, so I don't know what they got going on.
He was talking about because the last tournament, Nashville just completely ran out of air.
Yeah, man. Everybody's going HPA, y'all. I'm telling you, it's a thing. Y'all wanted it, now it's here. Okay, so
It's just because of the trigger response too, though. The trigger response to the simplicity of it.
Yes,
Like you can't beat it.
right? That's right.
Even my DSG that was like $700 or $800. I mean, it was really fast, but it wasn't as fast as a Jack.
You can get close, but it's not. It's not. It's not air.
It was close when it worked. It was close.
What would you?
When it worked.
Y'all talking about running out? One of my of age teammates may have to make a run for me. I don't know if I'm gonna have enough Copenhagen and Woodford to get through this quarantine.
What do you guys say about the consistency with HPA versus AG?
Better consistency with HPA, for sure.
Well,
You can, yeah, definitely. I mean, the tuning of these FCUs now. I mean, you can get them on point. You do have your random one. I mean, you got jewel creep and shit like that, but
You can build an AEG with the right compression parts that will have the same consistency. I don't deny the fact that you can build one, but the difference there is you're comparing a $400 HPA engine to a $200 AEG.
Right.
If you take an AEG and you put the same amount of money in it and you build it right, like, I mean, I'll take Bobby's. Bobby plays an AEG every time we have a tournament. He's playing with a G&G, and he and I have changed the compression parts in it, and he's shimmed the gearbox, and that gun shoots as good as any HPA gun I've ever held.
it does shoot good.
Yeah. Whenever I used it the last tournament, it shot great.
Well, the one you used was a stock. That's a stock SSG. It ain't been touched other than the ETU.
No, I bought his playing lethal at one point.
Even with that stupid little M16 stock on it?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, his gun shoots fine. So you can build one, but you're right, Steve. For the most part, if you take and put a jack or whatever in a gun, compared to most of your AEGs, they're going to be more consistent.
Yeah, that's going to outdo it.
Only for the simplicity of you have a little board that you can get to, and you could tune it very specifically to anything and everything. Especially if you go with the Gorilla FCU. If you go Gorilla FCU, the tuning level is unbelievable.
So
I don't know what half the settings are.
I can't help but to ask. I gotta ask. So is there gonna be a lethal A and a lethal B now? I know y'all picked up a few new players, so I'm wondering.
So I know I've realized in the airsoft speed communities, we tend to do this thing where we letter the team A, B, or team 1, 2, and 3 to determine who's on the first starting team or whatever. I come from a football background, so I think about starters and second string, and you know what I'm saying? So I didn't want to do it that way. I wanted to color code our teams and, have them in, the color codes of our whatever, purple, gold, black, white, whatever. You know what I'm saying? So I think we will run 2 teams, possibly with some. I want to make at least a third team to run of younger kids who are looking to play speed. You know what I'm saying? There's so many people that look up to the groups, and they get kind of tongue-tied, or they get that frozen, so when they come out of it, they're like, hey, how do you do that? I don't want people to feel like that they're a starter. I don't want people to get the big head. I don't want people to feel like, he's on the second string, he sucks. You know what I'm saying? I don't want people to feel like that about anybody on my team. I want everybody to look at everybody on my team the same way. I want them to respect the same way you respect me. You know what I'm saying? If you see us, you see me, you see us. You know what I'm saying? And that's kind of how I just thought about running it that way.
And that's a really good idea to do the colors instead. I can tell you on PBZ, we have an A and a B team, but it's not primary and secondary.
Hell no.
Yeah, no.
And you will catch a fight if you try to say that.
Hell yeah.
Me and Brady are on the B team, and Leo and Steve are on the A team.
18.
And I can tell you right now, we'll go toe to toe to them every day, all day, won't we, Brady?
Oh, facts. Facts. I like there are some days where you'll catch, I guess you want to call it PBZB. They'll slip up and catch us some days. But we'll turn and
Right.
we'll turn around and we'll turn it back to them. So there's never that
We are balanced
moment between
very well.
us.
You want to see the fight when the teams are bringing out all they got and the BBs are flying hard and shit's going hard.
Right.
You watch A
Watch us
play B on
scrimmage.
BBC.
Oh God.
Yeah.
Oh
I would-
God.
I've witnessed.
Overshooting is necessary.
Yeah, a whole lot of
That's-
overshooting.
And those are my boys. Hey, we get off. If we're not playing the A team, you don't say a word about A team, and you're gonna throw hands with pops.
That's
But
right.
when it's A versus B, I don't give a damn. I don't give a damn if Spiffy's my son. I'm fixing to light him up.
Hell yeah.
Right.
Hey, there's been one moment where we were playing against each other. I had that home bunker. It was probably about a good 2 minutes before I actually decided to peek. Before I could peek, because both lanes were just cut off. Pops and Boulder or Puddin had me completely cut off from the world. I had no clue what was going on. I just know I was getting shot at.
Brayden is my favorite. I can't wait to play A team so I can pin Brayden's butt down. He's like my number one target.
Y'all can leave me alone. I'll just sneak around somewhere.
Yeah, if I see Brayden getting snake, I'm locking him down. That is my number one job. I love it.
No, we're only A and B just because there was a couple of us played first when we first went down there, and then we ended up getting the rest of us to go down, so we just A and B, and it just kind of stuck. But there is no with us starters who's better, nothing like that. I mean, we consider mix each other. It didn't make no difference, or you can call us B, or it don't make no difference. We'll all sit there and play each other.
Well, we wound up
we
with a-
won was a mix of both of us.
Yeah,
That's right.
Yeah.
It was. It was us four right here and Brayden, right?
Brady.
Braden.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. Because Mason had to split his hand open.
Mason decided to go surfing on top of some rebar, and they had to call in Pop.
And dude, that made my flip. His hand was hanging off.
Oh my gosh!
Yeah, it was
Yeah.
gross.
Dude.
It was so
You
gross.
First scrimmage of the day. First scrimmage.
But you
Think
want
he
to talk
was
about
being
commitment?
about playing.
You want to talk about commitment to the team? Pops drove 2 hours all the way from Paducah, straight to Nashville to come up, and for us to have our 5-man squad, our 5-man roster. He was not there. I don't think many people know this. He was not there at the beginning of the day. He had no open play, no nothing. Had just driven straight home with his wife to Nashville so we can have our 5-man roster.
Oh yeah, I was working. I was on the farm working, man. I was knee deep in a wheat drill fixing stuff, and I heard Mason was hurt. I heard Mason was okay. I called Puddin. I gave Peyton Puddin first shot. I said, "Hey man, they need you." Puddin said, "I can't go." I said, "Well, all right." Then they gonna get Pops.
Yes.
I mean, 2 hours. Like he had no plans on being down there, and we needed him.
And
he showed up. He stepped up, and we thank him for that every time we see him.
Hell yeah.
Man, big man. He's big, but that's bigger though. You understand?
Yeah.
Pops get you. Pops will get your ass. Like
I'm
straight up.
already know-
Like Pops
going.
Pops is a threat. Believe that. Like
Oh yeah.
he's a fucking threat.
I'm telling you.
As long as y'all got something for my big ass to hide behind, y'all keep wanting to go these fields that's got these munchkin barriers. We're gonna have to get the full grown man's PQB and the senior citizens league. That's what we gotta get.
It's gonna be interesting in shot zone though. I can think of one, maybe two objects that you can get behind. That's about it.
Well, Pops has done
I'm
dropped
telling
20
Pops this,
pounds.
like-
Pops is gonna be sliding around. You're gonna be surprised.
Bet.
Right. You better tell him to get with it now.
Hey, no, that's a big
Me
thing
and-
now. Like,
Me and Pops are gonna double snake.
Hell yeah.
hey, but no, that's a thing now. Like I've noticed it too. I've noticed it in myself as well. Some of the backline guys are starting to step up Like we ain't being backline guys as much.
I'm
Like
not even a backline guy.
Oh, Brady's front line now. We done promoted him.
yeah, like backline guys are starting to
them-
step up and go to Snake or go to Castle or kind of push forward and see where we need to go.
They do got some big bunkers at Shot Zone. I agree. I'm thinking of since the last time I was there. I could think of two that definitely no problem. Pops would be you wouldn't even know he's there.
See my big ass carrying one of them inflatables around. What you gonna see?
Hey, they do move. You can move them.
Yeah, you can overslide and push it.
Oh,
And,
You foul if you push one of them.
yes.
Yeah, that's on the rules and the Speaky Bee
Oh,
more moving of
they
the
better-
obstacles.
They better get some hurricane tethers for them bastards when I come play.
my first dive into Snake, I about took Snake 1 out.
Oh yeah, no, I slid to a Dorito. Me and Dorito moved about a good 10 feet, 100%.
So are they penalizing? Oh yeah.
Yeah, you can't move anything. I mean, I don't know how much
You
they
can't move an object.
how much they go off an accident. I mean, that turf. I mean, it grips really good when it's running, but I mean, I got hard knee pads and I slide, and it's easy to take off like butter. All right, so it's
You don't
it's,
slide as far as Nashville though.
No,
No,
that's,
no.
Dude. I remember the first time I tried to slide to the castle, I slid straight past it and went into the open playfield.
Yeah, get you.
Yeah, it's
Ridiculous.
I think I've hit the Doritos super hard at Nashville one time.
Oh.
Serious, I think
I took a whole Dorito out.
all the kids on the side went, "Oh,
it crashed.
yeah, man."
Yeah, before they made that a penalty, I took out a whole Dorito.
I mean, 'cause it was, I guess it was easy to do in Nashville if you had hard shell knee pads.
You can't slide on soft knee pads though.
Man, I got mine from Walmart. They hyper tough. $10. That's all I gave. I didn't have to spend $60, $70, $80 for something fancy HT or a HK, something. No,
Yeah, I got the Harbor Freight ones, brother. I'm right there with you.
Yeah, I mean, and mine roll for. I mean, I get jokes at me all the time how much I slide like Tokyo Drift on them things, and they're just plastic $10.
Hey, you had one of the smoothest slides I done seen yet though. Where you were sliding, I think it was probably like the August tournament or something like that.
We won.
And then you hopped up running and
Oh,
and
that
hit
was
a
September. That was September's tournament. Yeah.
And boy, that was like Lamborghini music, right?
I didn't intend to slide that far. Like I slid from home. I ran from home to the structure just to slide to it, but I slid too much and had so much momentum, so I just stood up and kept going. And
It was magical.
yeah, it's fun. I like sliding a lot. I got one of me and Brady. You can't see, since it's my camera, you can't see me slide. But we had a hell of a takeout in open play. I ran, and Brady, every time he's with me, he's right on my tail. He'll run in there with me. And I cut out running, slid. And as I slid, I looked right and shot a couple of them. And so much as I got shot and stood up, here he comes, sliding the same thing, took the rest of them out. It was slick as shit,
They
man.
were so mad.
It's just fun to slide.
Those guys were so petty.
Yeah,
Y'all
they
know
were
when
mad.
Pops
We
is having
were
to
gonna
hang.
get shot.
When I'm having to hang the flag, some shit has went wrong.
Oh God, dude, I was in the dead box screaming at the top of my lungs. Oh,
I was sitting there jumping up and down. I was like, "Pops, run!"
like, oh my God.
We
You
had
talking
like
about that
2
tournament
seconds
you
left.
talking about the one we played?
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh,
When
yeah,
we won.
and he was like, yeah.
I made
It
it.
was just Pops. You had like 2 seconds.
See, something with me too, man, is I'm gonna have to start. I'm gonna have to get the hell off home or something. Man, this last tournament, dude, I wasn't productive at all. I played, but I'm telling you, man, like it seemed like every game, and I got one game I loaded. Us playing y'all. Was it playing y'all? I think we was playing y'all. Yeah, I think we was playing B. And I feel like I didn't do anything. Hell, there was one time I'm still shooting, and Mason's already got the flag and going to the wall and shit, and I have no clue hiding behind home. Mason was on it last tournament though. He kept sweeping people, and he was doing it.
When we played A, I charged Esmond and my gun was empty. I felt like such a dumbass.
I've done that before.
I've
taught myself if I'm gonna sweep, you better reload.
Yes.
Yeah, I know. That's my new rule.
The hard way. Yeah, you learn the hard way. You'll do it like once or twice. You're like, all right, no more.
And you feel so stupid because I'm running EPM ones and they got a fuel gauge on them. I run out there and 2 BBs come out, and my mag's empty. I'm like, dumbass, why didn't you look, man? You knew your mag was dry. He was trying to tell you.
And I heard it too. After those 2 shots, I heard that clink, clink, and I'm like, that's my time right there.
Yeah. Pops can't hide. He's dead.
Will say, man, it is really good to see you guys play, man. The way y'all are heading up this thing, y'all are kind of integrating the states. So, got to keep on, man, for us, man. Steve, and y'all got to keep going. Leo, you got to put yours in too, man. Y'all got to keep doing it, bro. Y'all got to keep doing it because I wouldn't know the map, go to these different places if it wasn't for paying attention. You know what I'm saying? Keep up with convos, who y'all got on this podcast, you know, these different things. You know, I wouldn't know.
Oh, man,
so,
appreciate that.
I
was going
to do.
But you talking about traveling somewhere? You gotta come to ACS one time.
Man,
you ain't been outside. You gotta come outside with us.
That's what
else. We gotta make sure and let him know when we go to CartCon, because we're going to CartCon.
That's what I was thinking. Like, maybe we link up when we go to CartCon.
True, because we gotta go through Clark's to get to Nashville, and you can link up with us on the highway.
I would love to roll PBZ and Lethal and put like 25 of us go deep into CartCon.
Yes, I think that would be a much needed takeover to CartCon.
Yeah, it's all down there and say, look, you put the rest of them on the other team. We got R25, and you put the rest of them over there.
Hold up, Pops, because they usually run about 400 deep at CartCon.
I ain't worried.
That's a lot of BBs. I don't physically think I could carry that much BBs on me.
Oh yeah, we got this.
We could just play the SEAL game the entire day.
Oh, dude, that was so much fun the last time we played. They did the SEAL team, and it was who was the other guy that was on the SEAL team?
It was me.
Yeah, it was me and you were on the SEAL team, weren't we?
Yeah, I didn't carry enough ammo. I don't care what you say. I didn't carry enough ammo.
Desmond, you never carry enough ammo.
It doesn't.
You can run full auto, dude. You just waste the ammo.
We played TDM at ACS, and he's over asking for a mag 5 minutes into the game. Let me get a mag.
When we were playing that Domo event at HTK, dude, you went through your mags and everybody else's.
All right, but let me be clear right now. Y'all don't say anything when y'all getting cover fire and there's nobody in your way, so y'all can move and push forward.
Well, that's facts.
Is that or is that not correct?
You ain't capping, but we bitch later like we do now. I mean, like I can carry like 2 high kappas with me, just for these are ease mags, but I'm gonna go ahead and put them in my back pocket. So when you say something, here.
I'm just saying. So like we capture objective because there's nobody there. Oh, it's not a problem. But now it's a problem because we're not doing anything. Just saying.
Predator.
Dude, that HTK event, that night event at HTK, that was so much fun.
We gotta go back there.
That was historical. That shit was. That was something else.
I went through 3,600 rounds, and I was shooting semi only, because I was running my red line, and I went through pretty much ammo semi-auto.
Oh no,
there's no 2 drum mags.
Were you running my drum mag at that, Brady?
Yes. I went through 3 tanks of air and 2 drum mags, 2.5 drum mags.
Caleb had a good idea. He said stacking up double teams and do a 10v10.
Oh, that would be so much fun.
That would be dope. That'd be crazy.
wherever. That HTK be a good one to do that, man. HTK is an awesome field.
Yeah.
We could probably do something like that and practice, running scrims or anything for the tournament on the 15th.
Well,
And
Dude, if we could run 10v10 on both those floors indoor, that'd be so much fun.
Nashville's too small.
Now, do you guys
There's
plan on
Nashville.
getting a speed?
Wait,
Anything?
say that again. You cut out.
Oh, I'm sorry.
You
Does AC on getting a speed anything anytime soon?
No, we ain't destined to have one at ACS. We've tried.
No, but they talked about having a tournament, some kind of tournament series where they do either 3v3 or 5v5 outdoor and having a. It won't be Speak UB, but they've talked about having a tournament series where it's outside, but having like 5v5
In a
CQB.
smaller area.
Yeah, like
Yeah.
shipment or something. Well, one section. We basically our field basically is like in a 3-field
Free
system.
strip.
We have
Yeah.
something called shipment, then like midfield, just call it field, and then or what we call Burger
Woods.
Town, things like that. And then there's the woods, and they're all built different. They all look different. They're just kind of structured like different. We all got their own vibes to it, and sometimes the refs will lock it down to one field, 2 fields, sometimes all 3 fields. Just depends on what the game is. Personally, I do, and a few others I know like it when the fields are locked down a little bit, where we play only a certain, play just shipment, just field, instead of playing all 3. Like all 3 TDM, everybody just scatters, and
Yeah.
you get 60 players out there with that much area. It's just too much room, and if you run all the way over the shipment and you got to go way the hell back there to spawn. It's kind of, it ain't no good, but
Well, I know Steve's gonna disagree with me, but I like it when they lock down woods. I like being in the woods.
I don't like it as much.
Oh, I do. I love
I like
when they
field.
I like field, like midfield is my favorite. That's why breach is like probably my hands down favorite, or just what we did a couple times with Danny with just TDM field only. That's fun.
Which
Yeah,
that's
Breach is
that's
just, it's just sweeping at the end. It's just all right. Let's all run, kill this last like 3 dudes.
Yeah,
which
I mean,
I love playing Speak UB, but I also like playing outdoor because I've got a DMR and I love playing the DMR role. These guys know that when we play outdoor and we do it, I've got a DMR and I love playing the flanks and playing the Overwatch role.
When we run comms, dude, it is so good.
we ain't ran comms in a while. We need
We
to.
never ran comp. The last time we ran comms was at Cardone.
Yeah.
Yeah. Last time I had was Milson.
Pops and them were calling themselves like Bravo Stits and stuff. I was like, who are these guys?
No, but when Pops is on comms, he's like, he cuts out like 2 or 3 people. He's like, all right, left side's clear, and like you'll see like 4 or 5 of us just go left side just because we know it's empty.
He fell off. I'm sure he'll be back in a second. As soon as he comes back, though, I figure I'm gonna end it. If y'all are cool with it, whenever he.
Bobby's
gets back.
talking about wanting to go to Iron. He's wanting to go play a meal soon.
Yeah.
So I think at least me and him are going. If hopefully we can get somebody
He asked
else.
me if I wanted to go. He wants me to go.
I'm definitely gonna skip that one.
I honestly would go just for the experience, out of curiosity.
Y'all can have it.
I forgot how
You're
much
fun as hell.
I'll watch the videos that y'all bring back.
Which, like I said, I have a ton of fun when we go play at CartCon and other places like that. Just the outdoor fields. As long as they let us play as a team. A lot of times we wind up getting split up, but when they let us play all of PBZ together, that is so much fun.
Yeah. Oh yes.
I miss playing with the twins, Jacob.
I haven't seen them in a while, man.
They ain't been out in a while.
Last time I saw them, they were at Nashville, and we were doing scrimmages. and one of the twins was there.
Yeah.
Jacob was there.
I'm hoping that once duck season's over with, and in February and March, we can all get together and go somewhere. Because I will 100% bring the grill, and we will cook some food, and we will kick
Oh,
it.
we definitely got to do that again. That was 100% a vibe.
Dude, everybody thought we were like selling food.
Dude, we cook so much food. That's why.
Dude, we had so much food.
We could have hustled out a couple hot dogs.
We really could.
BBs ain't cheap, man.
They ain't.
We had more people looking at us than the actual food truck.
I'm gonna give him 2 minutes and see what if he comes back. Be able to thank him for coming on. We're at 8:20 now.
Yeah, nah. I might go with y'all to Iron Horse. Just to.
If I could ever get this gun done, I would go.
What are you building?
This is the red line. It's just Steve has my gearbox. So I'm just waiting on the gearbox. Hear that, Steve?
I completely forgot to even look.
Oh,
I remember
see.
saying
Of
I'm
course
gonna
you did.
look, and I completely forgot to look. It might be in that box behind me. That's where I put everything.
Man, I'm out of gearbox shells, but I have got enough gears and motors. I could put together 6 damn AEGs
Pops, we
with
need
all
to,
the.
we might have to talk. We might have to do that one day. Me and you, like, just.
Oh, we'll get Bobby to damn shim them up. But I got so many motors and so many sets of gears. I'm about out of compression parts, but we could buy some cheap cylinders and pistons.
I got some. I got it in, or I got a whole. I think it's an ASL gearbox that I got
Malkin.
put together. I just need one piece in it. The anti-reverse kind of switch, or whatever, that keeps it from, or not anti-reverse. It's the trigger.
Cut off lever.
Yeah, it's a cutoff, so it keeps it from going in full auto when you have it in just
Yeah.
semi. And it's not in there. I can't find it. My dumb ass put it together, not putting it in there, and so on. So.
Yeah, we can build that and put it back together.
I'll bring everything out there. I might need to just to build an AEG.
I feel like we all need to bring all of our stuff there just so we can all get our stuff fixed. I think all of us have gun issues at least once every time we go out.
Well, Domo, can you hear me?
Yeah, I'm back.
All right, cool. I figured something died or something like that. You had a reason for it to click off. I'm gonna end this thing for the actual live. We usually kick around for a few minutes, so you're more than welcome to when we end this. But at least for the people watching, so the video don't go too long. A lot of people start to fall off. But nonetheless, man, I want to say thank you for real for coming on here with us. Like, we really enjoy it. We enjoy having everybody on here that we can. I was really excited to have you on this one. I was excited you said yeah. But genuinely, man, from my team to yours, man, we really appreciate it. We appreciate you. We appreciate the positivity that you're putting out there as well. Everybody sees you. They know you got smiles going on, and that kind of vibe is exactly what we need in this airsoft community. Help it grow. We appreciate you a lot. We really do. And really,
It's 100%, man. Every time I see you, you're so happy. You make me happy when I see you.
Yeah, it's good vibes, man.
And I appreciate knowing that feedback, guys. That's what I need to know to keep me going where I'm going, guys. I'm gonna keep it up for you. No worries.
Cool. Yeah, it's players like you, man, that we need to vibe with and help grow this, man. I have no doubt in you. Don't doubt us for a second. We'll be around for a while. I guarantee it. But anyone else, if y'all got something y'all want to say to anyone in the comments or anything like that.
Hey, shout out to Christian and Wes, and shout out to Marshall and Mac and the whole Lethal Squad, man. Shout out to the guys, man. Shout out, guys, and I appreciate y'all having me. Appreciate that so very much.
Ain't no problem at all. And also from us at PBZ, man, we appreciate all y'all in the comments, all of y'all that keep showing up every time we do this. Y'all bear with us. Y'all kick it with the homies. This is just our way of doing it. We're going to keep it going. We'll be consistently inconsistent.
Correct.
Every Thursday at 7:03. New hashtag 7:03s. But yeah, man, until next time with y'all, we appreciate it, and we'll catch y'all next week.
Yeah.